I'm going to build my own lapidary grinding station. I've just got my grinding wheels. I've got a 1200 grit, that's the finer wheel, and I've also ordered a 240 grit. That's pretty coarse. That's going to grind off the rock a lot quicker when I'm doing making my cabochons and jewelry. And I've just pulled this bench grinder apart, and I'm about to put those new grinding wheels on. I've got to put some rubber. I've got to put a rubber flap in behind the wheel, in behind here. I've got to put a rubber flap in there just to stop any water from going inside here into the bearings. Yeah, so, and this what do you call it, basically it's a trough. I got this off an air conditioner, so this is the trough off an air conditioner, this aluminium, and it's got the drain hole on it already, all welded in. So all I've got to do is put this piece of hose on underneath, and that'll run down into a bucket. Yeah, it's slowly coming together. I'll give you an update once I've done a bit more on it. Okay, cheers. Okay, I've just put grease in here. This is it's a marine grease, and I've just slarded in around here, around the bearing, to protect it from water from getting in. And I've made up a rubber, well, it's like a little rubber wheel, and that goes in on first, and that's going to protect water from getting into that bearing. That's on. My grip wheel. That goes on like that, and then the spacer, that way, on like that, and then the nut, got to see how that's going to go with that little washer in there. That might get in the way. Anyway, that's a start. I'll get back to you. Okay, I can't go with the rubber flap that I made up to put on there because it interferes with the rotation of the grinding wheel, so I've got to leave that out. But what I've done, I've put extra marine grease in there to keep the water out, and I'll just have to go with this. Right, so I've got my washer on. The grip wheel. The other washer. And that. And as you can see, it's spinning nice now, it's nice and free, whereas before when I had that piece of rubber on the inside of it. It was grabbing on the rubber, and it just, yeah, it was actually putting the wheel out of alignment. But as you can see now, that looks quite good. So every now and again, what I might have to do is I might have to take the wheel off and just put a bit more grease on the inside. It's just to keep the water from getting into the bearings in here. And I'll do the same on this side, exactly the same. And then the next thing I have to do, once I put everything all back together, the shield, when I put that shield back on, I'm going to have to drill a hole through the top for my water, because I need water coming in onto the wheel. It's going to be a wet wheel. So that's the next thing to do. Anyway, I'll put the other wheel on and put it all back together, and then the next thing will be to set up my water. Okay, I'll get back to you guys. Okay, the project so far. So I've just drilled holes in the top, and I'll put in these fittings, and then once I've aerodyned them in, once they dry, then I can attach this hose to the fittings. So before I do that, I've got a couple of taps, so I'll put the taps in line in the hose. I'll have to put a U piece in, sorry, a Y piece in, so that'll run down the line like that from the tank, and then it splits off into two, and then I'll have one line going to one connector on one wheel, and the other line going to the other connector. And I've got yeah, I'll have a tap in between, so I can turn on the tap onto which grinding wheel I'm using. Yeah, so it's all coming together. A little tank up there. Yeah, so once I set this up, then it'll be ready to go. Okay, I'll catch you later. Okay, here we are. I've got the taps, the water line and the taps all put in place. As you can see, got a T-piece there, and yeah, got it hooked up to the tap on the water container. The water just flows down there, down the line to the tap. So I've got a tap on each wheel, so I can alternate the water flow to whichever wheel I'm using. So next is the big test. I'll get a rock and I'll get back to you, and I'll yeah, start grinding away on a rock. Okay, we'll give it a bash, hey guys. Here we go, the maiden voyage. Just got to turn the water on here. I'm going to use this one here. This is a 240 grit. There's the stone that I've picked. I'm just going to grind this into a cabochon. Put a bit of water on. Good. That's really, I can feel it whiting in it. This is only 240 grit. You can get coarser, but this is heaps. I mean, you can see I just about ground it flat already on it. That's the rough side. It's just about ground flat already. And I wasn't 100% sure which grit or grits to get. I've only got the two. Eventually, I've left enough room here. I'm going to put in a second grinding wheel here with 2 more brick wheels on, which will be finer. So this is great, 240 grit. That's brilliant. And it's just so much quicker. It's a lot quicker than using those little grinding wheels I was using on my drill setup. This is a lot faster. Of course, once I've shaped the stone, get it to where I want it, then I can finish it off on me drill with the grinding pads that you've seen in the other videos. That's brilliant. That's exactly what I wanted. I'm just freelancing this one, just doing a rough shape. I'm not really, I haven't marked the shape on it or anything. I'm just gonna, do a rough shape, sort of like an oval shape. The water seems to be spreading okay over the wheel, because you need the water on it to cool down the wheel, because it's got diamond chips on the wheel. That's what cuts the stone. So you need the water on there to cool the diamonds, and also to kill all your dust, dust suppression. And what I might do is put a little brush up the top here, so it runs under the wheel, and then all the water will spread over the wheel evenly. Yeah, cool. I like that. That's great. And I'm just turn the tap off, the water's off. Grinder off, and that's roughly what I've done so far. Just shape the stone. I've obviously got to do a bit more shaping of it, but yeah, that's going to turn out to be a cabochon. Okay guys, I hope you enjoy this this video on how to make a lapidary wheel. Please like and subscribe. Cheers. Bye for now.